89.7 FM.
After 573 days of football without league football, the Ghana Premier League bounced back on Sunday across 9 venues around the country. Today, we'll be looking back not at the scores, we've done that on our bulletins already. We'll be speaking to fans who were waiting for the football to come back precisely. We want to ask them one question. What was their match day experience like? It's because of the fans that everybody has been clamoring and asking to bring back the love. Has the love been brought back properly? What did they see? What did they not like at the various stadia they visited? And what would they want to see improved as we go ahead to match day 2? That's really it. And we'd like to get your views also. If you were in any of the grounds across the country, please let us know what your match day experience was like on 0244340437. You can trust that the GFA officials and the Premier League officials are listening, and we'll be looking for feedback on what you thought of the match day.
Joy 99.7 FM.
If you listen to the Joy Sports Center this morning, you may have heard this from Heart of Folk fans.
But we are hoping things will change. Except that we need to back up and buy better players because our striking is weak. So I'm hoping we get better players and then things will change.
But with the start of the league, I'm sure you're happy the league finally.
Oh, I'm happy that at least finally the league has resumed. Thank you.
Are you happy the league is finally back?
Yes, I am.
And what do you make of today's game?
Well, it was interesting. I enjoyed it. Actually, this is my first. Oh, look at you. I enjoyed it. In fact, I'm happy Hearts lost because I was against them. I wanted them to lose. Yeah.
I'm happy the league is back finally, so we are hoping for the best. Even though the supporters were not much at Accra Sports Stadium, I think today it's not that bad. As a vote, they lost from the bench. Kudos to Brokum Chelsea. I think their coach, Emmanuel Ifa, he had everything right. So I think I'm happy. For me, I'm happy that finally the league is back. Okay.
Yes, of course, I'm happy it's back.
And what do you make of today's game?
I think Hearts of Folk didn't really do well. I think their performance was quite low. I loved Brokum Chelsea's performance. It was impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was from the Accra Stadium. If you were anywhere across the country in any of the grounds, we'd like to hear from you as well. We've worked the phone lines, so we've got a couple of fans from, here and there to give us their idea of the match day experience. We begin with Mohammed Hafiz, who was at Dew to watch Dreams FC win by 4 goals. Hello, Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us. Where are you currently?
Well, I'm Circle.
Oh, you're at Circle. But you traveled from Accra to Dew, or you were in Dew already to watch the game?
Yes, for sure. I just wanted to go and have a tour of the Dreams FC.
All right. So what we want to do today is to get an idea of what it is like to be a fan traveling, a certain distance to watch a Ghana Premier League game. So, did you wake up in Accra or you woke up in Dewu yesterday morning?
Well, I wake up in Accra. I just left to Dewu around the afternoon, around 2 p.m.
Okay, so it took you about 45 minutes to get a ride to Dewu?
Almost 45 minutes, yes.
All right, so you got there before the match started or during or just after it started?
Before the match started.
Okay. Now, walk us through what the experience was like when you got to the stadium, from the gate until you sat down.
Well, as the local said, bring back the love. I think the fans was very, very excited to see the league back. Well, we say thank you to the GFA president for giving us this chance again to watch our beloved football. Well, at the gate, the people was very crowded, but I don't think the securities over there just have to put down the rate to their work maybe during the next game.
Nice one. So your first problem is that there was overcrowding at the entrance of the stadium?
Yes, please.
Okay. What else did you notice that you would like, the authorities, whether it's at Dreams FC or the GFA or the Premier League to work on?
Well, I think they are using only one entrance, so that made the fans overcrowded at the gate.
All right. So you would have wanted to see multiple entrances to make it easier, right?
For sure. Yeah.
For sure. Okay. And then the football itself. When the football started, what did you think of the ambience, the atmosphere? First of all, the atmosphere. What did you think of it?
Well, I said earlier, like the fans was very happy, like to see the game back. They were like the crowd were very, very cheered up, and we had a good game. We the fans also cheered up, and well, it ended up in like a 4-1 against Kingfisher, and I think James, what's the name? Emmanuel Okran, the striker. He had a very good game.
Okay, today I don't want us to talk much about the football. I want to focus on the experience. So, for example, if you were thirsty and you wanted water to drink, or you wanted a drink to refresh yourself, or you wanted to use the washroom and stuff like that, tell us how the Theatre of Dreams, as they call it, the Dewu Park, is like. Was it easy to access these things?
Well, it was easy because he had like I think some personnel who work under the Dreams FC Football Club. They are there to just put you on the right way.
Okay, that about makes sense. So halftime, was there any halftime entertainment?
Yeah, they had like what's the name, speaker outside just to cheer up, like playing our Ghana music.
So basically playing music to keep you entertained.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So if you would rate your entire match day experience over 10, what would you give it?
I'll give it 7.
You give it a what?
7.
7 over 10.
Yes, please.
Oh, interesting. Have you been to any other grounds before?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a folk fan, so I've been to Accra Sports.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that you're a Heart of Folk fan and you've been to the Accra Stadium. You know, Hearts is a club over 100 years old. Dreams are a relatively young club. They are a very small club. Yeah. So if you want to judge what you saw in Dewu as a Ghana Premier League fan, and then with your mother club, Hearts of Folk, what would you say is the difference in the match day experiences in Dewu and at the Accra Stadium?
Well, I think Dreams FC just took their chances and they won the game. But looking at Accra Folk, I watched the videos of like we had like many chances, but we just did not convert it to goals.
That's great. So if right now you have gone to at least 2 grounds, are those the only 2 stadia you've been to watch Ghana Premier League matches?
No.
Where
I've
else?
been to Tema Sports Stadium to watch it highlights. I've been to Kumasi to watch Kotoko and Accra Folk. I think many more.
Yeah. So you've watched Ghana Premier League matches across the country, really. What would you say to others who are not too, sure about going to watch Ghana Premier League games? What would be your advice for them?
Well, I think the way we give attention to the foreign-based clubs, we watch them on TV and stuff. I think we the Ghanaians are the right people to improve our games by going to the stadiums to watch matches and encourage our players.
Okay. Hafiz, stay with us because on the line is another, I think, Heart of Folk fan, Michael Ajay. Michael.
Yeah, hello, Gary.
Yes, Nimanche, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Great. Did you listen to Hafiz, what he just said?
No, I was struggling to hear him properly.
Okay. Hafiz is a Heart of Folk fan, but yesterday he went to watch Dewu. He went to watch Dreams FC in Dewu. Yeah. And he's telling us about his match day experience. He's actually rating it 7 over 10. He says his only problem is that, there was a bit of overcrowding when they were going into the stadium. But apart from that, it was easy to get refreshments, go to the washroom, and there was generally entertainment there. As a Heart of Folk fan, did you go to the stadium yesterday?
Yeah, I was there myself.
Okay, so walk us through, where do you live, first of all?
All right, I stay at Teshin. I live at Teshin.
Okay, so what is a typical match day like for you? How do you get to the stadium in terms of transport?
Okay, so these days, because of the various apps in town, I try to use one of them to take me from the house and then straight to the stadium.
So you probably take a ride-hailing app, maybe Uber or Bolt or Taxify or...
Yes, I use Bolt.
Bolt, right. So is it easy to get to the stadium transport-wise from Teshi?
Transport-wise, I think it was very, very, very easy. In that, I had it in my mind from last week Sunday that I was going to be at the stadium
Yeah.
to watch our first home game of the season. So I took the family to church, and then right from church we moved to the stadium. Though we left a bit late, but I got to the stadium. I think they had started. The match had already started about 2 minutes.
Okay. You went with your entire family?
Yes, please.
Oh, that is your wife and kids, or just the kids?
My wife and 2 kids.
Wow. How? So there were what? 4 of you?
We were 4. Yeah.
Excellent. Even better. So I know you on Facebook to be a staunch Heart of Oak supporter. When you are going to the stadium with your wife and kids, what preparations do you make? Because you know the league is trying to market the football games as family affairs so that people can go after church and so on.
Yeah, what we normally do is that I try to psych them up in time before the very day of the match, so they know what we're going to do. Especially my daughter these days, because I've been going to the stadium a lot of times with her. She would be telling me that, Daddy, we have to go to the stadium and watch the football match. So I tell all of them maybe from Monday that on Sunday we'll be going to the stadium to watch a football. So usually I go to church. And then from church, we leave from church directly to the stadium.
If you don't mind my asking, where is church? Which area?
My church is at Labadi, Revival Outreach Church, just beside the Regimano.
Okay, so basically it's a straight road.
La Palm Beach Towers.
Yeah.
So we leave, we addresses, one for church and then the other for stadium.
Oh, Michael, you be hard guy.
Back. Yes.
Michael, you be hard guy.
We change ourselves after the church service, and then we move straight to the stadium to watch the game.
Okay.
Normally, usually we leave early so that we don't find ourselves to be in the queue for a long time. I'm not quite comfortable with that situation, so we try to leave church early. As soon as church closes, we don't mind going there to sit down to wait for, let's say, 45 minutes, 1 hour before the match itself starts, because I would want to take the kids around to see other things other than the ball itself, the football itself.
Nice one. So when you show your kids the other things, what do they actually see at the stadium?
Especially my daughter, she's the free time. She doesn't want to sit down. She wants to move around. So I take her to I think there's a place when you enter from the shore side.
Yes.
And there is a netball. I don't know if it's the netball. Some small
where they play where they play the tennis and the netball and stuff. Yes.
So I take her, then she wants to run. She would ask me, Daddy, what is this? What is this for? What do they do with this? So I try to explain those stuff to her, and then I try to see the washroom and see how the situation is like there, to see if they'll be comfortable with it or not.
What do you see? What did you use the washroom yesterday? Did your daughter use it or did you use it?
No, she didn't. I went there. Unfortunately yesterday I couldn't go there because the match had already started.
Yeah.
So we moved straight into the stands to watch the game. We didn't use that place.
Okay.
At all.
So Michael, in terms of refreshment, especially because you are with your wife and your children.
Yeah.
In terms of refreshments, water, because it can get a bit hot, 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
How do you sort yourself out with all that?
Okay. Usually, because it's already in my mind that I'll be watching the match, I try to get some drinks in my bag. Then the other stuff, like my daughter likes chicken and so
she likes what? She likes what?
So when we enter the store, I get some and popcorn and then probably fried yams for them.
Okay. So do I take it that you would want, because you've spoken about the fact that you like to get to the stadium a bit earlier because you don't want to join the queue.
Yeah.
I imagine you have fears of overcrowding as well, right?
That is it. Especially at the gate. Especially at the gate. I'm not comfortable.
You're not comfortable. Okay.
No.
Hafiz, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so you've heard Michael, who is also a Heart of Oak fan like yourself, and you hear what he says about the Accra Sports Stadium. What would you like to see improved at the stadium for you guys who are staunch supporters of your club? when you are going to the stadium, please?
Well, as you said, like we can improve on everything that we do. I think, as like my brother said, the management team of Accra also focus to do like more work to make the place tidied up for we the fans.
Okay, can you be specific, please? If you say tidied up, what would you like to see at? I mean, it's the nation's one of the nation's how do I say it? Marquee stadia, our flagship stadium, if you like.
Well, as my brother said, he said like using the washroom, like he had like maybe problems with it. So I think, as I said, the management has to like do something about it for we the fans and also for the away fans coming like to the stadium.
Nice one. Thank you, Hafiz. I'll let you go now and call somebody else from another region. But Michael, please stay with us. This is the Joy Sports Track. Today, what we are tracking is simple. The Ghana Premier League has started. Match day 1 is here. We had 26 goals and we had 9 games. We had, a red card somewhere. We had a hat trick from Yaya Mohammed. But most importantly, we had fans going back to the stadium. And we want to get their view. We want to get your view on what the match day experience was like.
I'm happy that at least finally the league has resumed.
I'm happy the league is back finally, so we are hoping for the best.
Yes, of course, I'm happy it's back.
So, Michael, let's do a bit of the football. In terms of the quality of football you saw at the Accra Stadium, where Brecum Chelsea beat your Hearts of Oak by a 1-0. The quality, not the score, but the quality from both teams.
I think that of Brecum Chelsea was a bit higher than that of Hearts of Oak. I must be very sincere with this. But usually what we forget is that, like, it happens in the western part, in the advanced countries. Because of the bigger clubs, more attention goes to them. So only a few of us pay attention to what the so-called smaller teams are doing. Yeah. And I think we were taken by surprise yesterday. I think they had a plan in mind as to what they were coming to do. From my stats, I stand to be corrected though. They have never won a match day against Accra ever since they joined there.
That's true.
Good. So they had a plan in mind, tactically and everything. They had a plan. They were coming to frustrate us and then hit us on the break. And it worked out to perfection for them. I think when I got to the stadium in the match, I like first 10 minutes, I was telling somebody who was sitting by me that with the way they are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they scored the first goal. Because we were very disjointed. We never seemed to find a way to do things yesterday. From the first minute to the last minute. I think it was about only some 15 minutes that we came into the game, but it was quite late. I think technically and tactically, Grant got it wrong yesterday with his selection and how he asked them to play on the field of play. He got it absolutely wrong.
Well, I don't know.
He was trying to use, during the NC competition, what he does is that he plays this guy, Bonnie,
Christopher,
and then Fatal on the right wing, on the wing. But yesterday, he used Smiler and then Fatal. It never worked. So we're all saying that no, you're on the bench. Looking at this, as early as possible, change it. Arthur was on top. He did virtually next to nothing.
Nice
Even
one.
Friendly matches, that guy never managed to score a goal. Even in friendly matches. Not to talk of the NC competition. So I was wondering, what influenced those decisions? But hey, he is on the training grounds with them. He knows better.
That's true.
Gary, there is this thing about me. I keep telling fellow Fabians that no. What kind of Hearts of Oak do we want to see in the next 3, 4, 5 years? Is it the one we saw in the last 10 years? No. Certainly I wouldn't want to see that. And I've psyched up my mind that it's going to be a very difficult season for us. We will not go to relegation, but it's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Michael?
It's a new project that is being started. We have to be patient. We are going to experience so many difficulties, heartbreaks, all those things. I psyched up my mind before going to the stadium. I'm trusting the process. Nothing good comes easy.
Yeah.
It's going to take time. We are going to be frustrated and all those things. So for me, Gary, the performance, I was expecting an okay performance. Not really the scoreline. I wanted to see a performance, but I didn't see that. In any case, I've not lost hope, though.
Nice one. Michael, listen to these comments I'm getting. This one says, Gary, how about getting the EPL shown on the screens at the stadium? This is a comment coming in on my WhatsApp console, Michael.
I beg to differ on that. So when we have the EPL being shown on the scoreboard or on the screens at the various stadiums, which one are we going to watch?
Okay, let me read the comment in entirety, maybe to give you a context. This is from Xavier in Osu, and he's contributing to the show. He says, Gary, how about getting the Premier League shown on the screens at the stadium so that we can be watching an Arsenal and Liverpool at the same time watching a Hearts game? And trust me, people will leave their homes true to the stadium knowing that they can watch an EPL match and a local one as well. And also having the gate proceeds reduced to get the stadium fully packed than a higher price and just a few people watching.
Again, I beg to differ.
First of all, how much did you pay at the gate?
I paid 15 cedis myself. That's for me and my wife. They are too young, so we didn't pay anything.
So for the match day experience you got yesterday, it was 30 cedis?
Yes.
And Xavier from Osu is saying that the amount should be reduced.
Gary, listen, we as fans, we are saying that we want quality players. Where would they come from? Especially in this, with us being in this part of the world, that most of the proceeds we get is from match venues. I stand to be corrected.
You're right.
Where else? Commercially, we are not at that level. And we say that we want quality players, we want a new bus. Let me see for Hearts of Hope. We want a new bus, we want this, we want that, we want that. Where would the money come from? 10 cities, it was from 10 cities, and I didn't find you with that. Gary, let me tell you, even if it were 5 cities, there is an issue. And it's not really about the amount we pay to enter into the... I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. You know what? I believe if the quality is there, nobody would even raise an issue of the amount he has to pay to enter into... No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Do we really get entertained? Do we enjoy our football? No. It will take us time, but I believe it will be.
Interesting. Please tell that, Michael.
Showing the EPL on stadium, I don't think it's a good idea at all.
please stay with us.
Using that as a date, no, it won't work.
Michael, hold on. You're a very passionate fan, but we have to go elsewhere around the country. We've done Daewoo, we've done Hart. Let's do Kumasi right now, and then next we go to Dansoman. So Kumasi, Josam, hi.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, how are you, my brother?
By God's grace, I'm very well.
Good. So we've been speaking to fans from across the venues. Yeah. We've spoken to someone who went to watch Dreams, and then Michael on the line went to watch Heart of Oak. He's told us about his match day experience. You went to watch Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
Good. You live in Kumasi, right?
Sure. Intermittent. I live in Accra in Kumasi.
Okay. So where were you before you went to the game? You were in Kumasi.
Yeah, I was in Kumasi. All
right. So what I want you to do, Joe, is to walk us through your match day experience from the time you left home.
Okay. So I live at Palmo. So yesterday my car broke down, so I had to go over at Trotsky.
Okay.
I reached there, and what I would say is that our fans didn't come early to the stadium early. So by the time we were starting, you see that there were so much vacant seats around. And I would say for the yellow stands, I would say 40%. Yesterday, the attendance, you said 40%. You had 40% of that. For the red stand, I would say, let's say 40. For the Greek stand, I would say 20. And for the VIP, I would say 80%. And what I didn't visit the
80% are the VIP.
Yeah, the VIP, about 80%.
Oh, wow.
About 80%, yeah, for the VIP. The attendance was okay. I didn't visit the washroom, any of the washrooms, so I cannot talk about that.
Okay, what about refreshment? I mean, if you wanted water, if you wanted a drink, was it easy to get at the stadium?
Oh, Kumasi, that one is easy. That one is very easy. There are these hawkers who will be passing through selling water, drinks here and there. And basically, we allow them. So they do that, and there is this that thing that they sell to. For about stuff that we need to buy, or that one is cool. We had it easily. So talking about, I don't know if I should move to the match.
No, yeah. We don't want to dwell much on the matches today. We want to see what the experience is like. But if you want to talk about the match, I'd like you to look at the quality of the football from both teams. I mean, Asante Kotoko won by goal to nil against 11 Wonders. So talk about the quality of football you saw from both teams, please.
Okay, I will say Kotoko, we were fortunate that the 11 Wonders did some time to settle. So the goal came too early. That time they had not settled. But they really shocked us. The way they played after conceding, they took over the midfield, and it was something else. And their coach, I know their coach, but yesterday he surprised us. Because they played very well. You know that it's been barely a week he took over. And what he was able to do with this team was very strong. And I know that at that time, 11 was my shockers. So talking about the Kotoko team too, I would say yesterday, Sonny Yakuba has been the lonely striker of late.
Yes. And
Maswell want to do the 4-3-3. He played Mudasiru, Justice Blay, then up front, and then Collins Amayao. Up front he plays Emmanuel Jemfi, then Ukra and Sonny Yakuba. But I think it's not working for us. Yesterday, though, we created some decent chances, but the conversion too was a problem. Yesterday. You know that we wanted to see the Matthew and Nim Kujo guy, but we
the 16-year-old.
Yeah, we couldn't. Maswell didn't introduce him, but I think Maswell needs some time. But what I would say is this year it will be a new league. Yeah, because the way the 11 Wonders played, I don't know, maybe you've been hearing reports here and there. The only challenge they were having is that they were lacking someone who would give a defensive split pass.
Yeah.
That was the challenge.
A creative midfielder.
Yes, they need a creative midfielder. And I think they didn't really shoot at goal. But just that they were just possessing, passing, pass and run.
Okay.
This guy was okay. And let me talk about the referee. The referee, in fact, he didn't impress me. I'm not talking from the angle that I'm a Kotoko fan.
Sure.
I know there are some infringements that should have gone Kotoko way. He will give it to the opposing team, and that one should have given it to the 11 Wonders. He gives it to Kotoko, and I think they must work on it. And the the communication between the referee and the linesman who were in that day.
Yeah.
The linesman will say this one is for this one is a true in the it goes against this side. The referee will turn the verdict here and there. And I think that for our referees, we are pleading with them that this time they should do well, not to cause any confusion at the stadiums here and there. Because yesterday, I'm wondering if Kotoko had not won, maybe it would have been something else.
Yeah.
Nobody is talking about this because Kotoko won by a long goal to nil. But if it was the other way around, it would have been something else. And I think this year's league will be superb. And I like the hype here and there. And I know that we will get there.
Nice one. You are Kotoko fan, Joe Sam.
Yeah.
Michael is on the line. He's a Heart of Folk fan. Let me ask both of you. In terms of your match day experience, from the time you left home, probably entered the stadium until you left, over 10, what would you give it? Michael, you first in Accra. Hello, Michael? Okay, I think we lost Michael. Joe, are you there?
I'm there.
Joe, you are there?
For what I witnessed, The challenge with our spectators is that we don't support. At the Babaya Sports Stadium, when you want to stand up and cheer your team up, somebody will tell you that you have blocked his or her view. So you have to you have to say it.
Michael, you're on the line. You're also laughing, eh?
Yeah.
Is this true in Accra as well?
Yes, Gary.
Oh, Charlie. So if they don't want that, I mean, how can I come and pay 15 cedis and you don't want me to support my team? What kind of this thing is that?
Yeah, Gary, I had some observations at the venue though.
Yeah.
And it is that, you see, on match days, I don't know why they open only some 2-3 gates.
Yeah.
The others.
Hafiz at they will also complain about the same thing, and it's something that
Why
I think
I don't know why do they do that.
It's not the best.
Then you see, people are stuck at the gate, frustrated. They want to enter. When it happens 2-3 times,
they won't come again.
No, they won't come.
Who is this speaking? Is it Michael or Joe?
That's Michael. I'm Michael.
Michael, Joe, do you experience the same problem in Kumasi? I know there's a Mass gate, there's a Makumi gate, and so on. Do they open all the gates, or only few of the gates are open for entry?
No, I think Kumasi is different. I don't know about the green stand, that's the Mass gate.
Yeah.
But for the Amakum and the center line, it was open. The VIP is always opened.
Okay.
So for that issues with the gates, we didn't experience such thing. But I cannot talk for that of Hamas. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, over 10, how would you rate your match day experiences, Joe?
I'll give 8. 8 will be okay. It will be okay.
So the other 2, what will make your match day experience complete?
I talked about the referee.
Yeah.
And I hope.
Okay. Let's stick to those that we can control. I mean, As for refereeing of even World Cup final, you have, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You may not agree with all, but some of the other aesthetics that you think can be fixed and should be fixed to make it easier and more enjoyable for you to come to the stadium and have a great day.
Okay, so then that one I will talk about we the spectators.
Mm-hmm.
That we don't cheer our team, we just be blasting them here and there. And in fact, what I told you, I always get disturbed by it, that when you want to rise up and clap or cheer your team, like they will even throw water at you. Sit down, you block our view, something like that. So I think with the help of the media, please try and educate us so that we get behind our teams, because right now the players are playing though, but I think that the players can play above themselves if we support them, if we cheer them up. This time when we were in the primary school, we were playing this school gala here and there. When even the girls are cheering you up when you're on the field, that this boy, you can't take it, but you try to do something. I believe that when we add that, we see a different game altogether. We see that the players will be playing above themselves. The reason why we see Real Madrid, Barcelona, all these teams playing good football is that they have the supporters behind them. Put them in an empty stadium or a stadium that no one is supporting. You see how it will feel. So that's how that's my take on that.
Nice one, Michael. Over 10, quickly, please.
7 over 10.
7 over 10. What would you like to improve? You said the overcrowding at the entrance, and then.
Yeah, the other thing would have to do with the security. I was holding my bag, and then my wife, she was not holding anything except the little boy, and then with the girl, they went to. When I got to my turn, the policeman over there was like, "No, you are from church, eh?" Then quickly we said, "You can go." I was no, what is happening? We are in a time and a dispensation that anything can happen at any time. And once I do not feel really safe, I will not take. No, I'm not going to. No,
you're not going to risk it.
No, I'm not going to take that risk.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take that risk.
Joe, okay, Michael, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
I must commend you guys for the great job you guys have been doing these days. I've been following you every day. What your post, and then trying to hype the league and stuff. You're doing a very great job.
Thank you. Thank you. We aim to be better. And thank you for helping us get this feedback across to the
My pleasure, Gary.
All right. So, Joe, please stay with us in Kumasi. Michael was complaining about security.
Yeah.
I know, is there a problem at the Bawaya Stadium as well?
No, it wasn't a challenge because though I was also coming from church, but they searched me thoroughly. Yeah, they searched me. They delayed me for some time. They searched, and the security men at the gate too. They were okay. I think the numbers were okay. Yeah, for security, I think it was cool. Yeah.
Okay. In terms of, I mean, we all watch the Premier League, La Liga, and all that.
Sure.
What would you want to see? Because you go to the stadium, you see the problem with you and me and Michael and Hafiz and others is that we like the football. Sure. So no matter what, we will go.
Yeah.
You see, the issue is we want to attract the ordinary people who don't like the Ghana Premier League.
Okay.
So so what do you think we can do in terms of anything to attract the people who say that the Ghana Premier League is nonsense? Because I'm rating your match day experience, but trust me, all of you have given it 7, 7, 7, 8 over 10. If I take you to a South African game, a game in the PSL, look, Joe, if you come back to Ghana, you go to the Ghana Premier League again. I swear, I'm telling you the truth.
I get it, but I want to be very reasonable here.
Yeah.
The challenge with our league is monetary. Because you are tested.
Baba Joe.
Yeah.
Some of the things, it doesn't take money. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody is saying that coming to the gate, security. It is not money. It is just somebody has to do the job.
Okay.
Washroom. It doesn't take money.
Sure.
Yeah, clean the washroom. I mean, make sure that the place is clean. Provide a stand. I mean, those things.
Yesterday, Baba Stadium was neat.
That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I couldn't get some of the people from some of the other grounds because they didn't want to speak. Some of them, work in organizations where they are at work at the moment, so they couldn't speak. But some of them complained, I don't want to mention some of the venues. I want them to do it themselves. That they couldn't even have a place to use the washroom. Even if they wanted water, they had to walk outside the stadium. These are the things that
I get what you are saying, because I've been at the Nkranza Park, when during the NC special competition, and it was an ISO. Yeah, you see that the standard is too low, too low. So I think that if we are talking about these ones, then you have to be speaking to Baba. You just played several tournaments, competitions, as a CAF. So now we meet these standards. So it's like their standards are okay. So I think that if we want to switch much to that side, then I know that the Kumasi media have been blasting them. So I will see that for now they are working.
So what you're saying is that it's not Accra, not Kumasi, but the smaller venues is where we should be looking.
Venues, that's where there is, because I can speak for myself at the I've forgotten the name. Is it in Nkranza Children's Park?
Yeah, in Nkranza Park, NKT Park.
That then I think Siki Akono was the coach. I went to Nkranza to watch that match, and in fact, for you to even peak, right? No, and even like where Dr. Kwame Chi and the other Judge Amuakon, Nana Kwame, they were sitting somewhere in a story building watching it. Seriously. So when you talk about these things, but basically what I think can help is that we should get a standard venues. I think that's
what they've been trying to do, to be fair, with the club licensing thing. And I think that, it's a slow start, but my personal view is that, I mean, they are cracking the whip little by little, and if they don't get complacent, we'll get there.
Sure. And I know that we'll get there. And I think when the like we start the telecast too, it was also high, because right now, since the venues, the club license board are doing a good job, when it is telecasted, I know that most of us will be okay with some 1 or 2 things there.
And we'll come to the games.
Yes, they will come.
Nice one. Joe,
I certainly believe.
I have to go to Obuasi finally, so thank you for your time. I really appreciate you doing this.
Welcome.
Let's all help bring that
when I come to a car.
No problem. Just hit me up on Facebook and we'll hook up.
All right.
Bill Eshen is in Obuasi. Hi, Bill.
Hello, guy. What's up?
Hey, what's up? You were in Obuasi yesterday, and we are getting the views of phone line. Okay. Hello, Bill. I think we lost Bill also. I just wanted to get the view of Bill Eshen from Obuasi to give us an overview of what the match day experience was like there. And let me go to WhatsApp. Godwin from North Kanishi says, good show as usual, Gary. Compliments of the season. Was a fantastic game at the Accra Sports Stadium. What we lacked as Hearts yesterday was Kim doing away with our famed wing play. Michelle Sarpon and Manaf doing on the bench. What were they doing on the bench? Anyway, this league is for us to lose and we will go all the way to win the league. Hearts of Folk Phobia. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Bill, you have 2 minutes. Welcome to the show, first of all.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. Your match day experience. I mean, you live in Obuasi. How difficult was it to get to from your home to the stadium?
Actually, it wasn't difficult at all. My home is like right next to the stadium. Literally, I had to take just 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
There, so it wasn't tough.
All right. But the match day experience. I mean, security, getting in.
Yeah, security wasn't that tight, and getting in wasn't difficult, and that is due to the fact that not many fans actually came to the grounds to watch the match. For the VIP section, it was quite great. The attendance was superb. But for the main section, a lot of the fans couldn't make it. And I think the reasons are mainly 2 or 3. One is a lot of people didn't know about the league starting on that day, because during my time in Obuasi, during these past few days, I've been taking a lot of cabs around, and I've been talking with the taxi drivers. And I usually ask them, do you know Ashgold is playing on Sunday? They say no. They usually say no. And also money. Money is also a factor. The price of the normal
ticket
is 5 cedis. Now, when I was about entering, I realized that 4 people were standing there trying to enter, and they only had 15 cedis. That means you could only cover for 3 people and not 4 people. That was a problem also on its own. So those 2 factors really it really comes to play when it comes to the attendance. I think that is one of the reasons why people weren't able, there weren't much attendance when it comes to the game.
Quickly though, I mean, our time is up. If I were to ask you to rate your entire match day experience over 10 in Obuasi yesterday,
I'll give it a 6. 6 because there was passion from the fans that were there. Actually, there were a lot of passion. They really showed how engaged they were during the match day. They showed how they wanted the league to continue. But the attendance wasn't good enough. And I hope that improves. I think, for me personally, I think publicity has to spike up. That is 1. And 2, I've realized in the past years that Obuasi fans are usually drawn to these matches when they are told it's gate free.
Free gate.
So I think there should be some 2 specific match days during the season where ASCO decides to let the fans enter in for free.
Nice one. All right, Bill. I'd love to continue this chat, but because of time, we'd have to cut it here. But thank you very much to everybody who took part. Hafiz, who went to Daewoo to watch. Michael, who was at the Accra Stadium. Chris, we couldn't call you. Sorry about that. You know how it is. And also in Kumasi, we had Aman and then Bill from Obuasi. Let's help to bring back the love for the Ghana Premier League. We'll be back next week with the Joy Sports Track. I'm Gary Smith. Thank you for your time.